So my barber has Airbnb apartments, and he has bought a second piece of land to construct another apartment on. And I asked him, man, how are you able to do this from being a barber? He said, bro, 90% of people have a money problem, but I do not have a money problem. It was not with a sense of arrogance, but it was with a sense of contentment. So I asked him how he got to that place. And he told me he was in employment, and he says, one day I got home, I had been paid my salary, and then I paid off all the bills. And he said, bro, I was left with 50 euros. That was a wake up call for me. So he said, I went through the monthly obligations, and I asked myself, which of these things do I not need? He said, so I canceled a number of subscriptions. And he said, for the rest of the monthly payments, I asked myself, are there things that I can work and pay off so that they are no longer a recurring cost? So he said, bro, I worked hard and paid off some of those things. So his monthly costs reduced. And what did he do with that money that he then saved? He says, I started a money lending business. He says it started small, but there is always need for money on the streets. And so the money lending business has improved because there is a constant flow of clients. And he said to me with a smile and said, bro, I have a lot of money on the streets, meaning there are many people that have borrowed money from him and they keep paying. So he has made a bit of money from his money lending business. But the second thing he said, he showed me his wallet and said, my wallet has two compartments. One compartment is where I put the daily contribution to my bills from what I make, and he said the other compartment is where I put my daily savings. So he said, bro, I save daily, I save weekly. He says saving has become a habit for me that I can't help it. I would rather be late on my bills, but I cannot be late on my savings. And so it is a combination of these savings and the money lending business that he was able to buy a piece of property back in his home country. He's from the Dominican Republic. He's been able to buy a piece of property that he's using as an Airbnb, and he has bought a second piece of land that he's going to construct on. So he told me, bro, it's just discipline. And these are things that we know, but it sounded so impressive from someone that you would think is a humble barber, just a humble barber. But the way he has employed these things has turned his life around. My question to you is, have you had that sobering moment yet? If you haven't, I pray that you have one. And also, how is your daily financial